everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel today. In today's video we're going to be driving the GR.4 class car around the Nurburgring GP. I picked a different car to normal. Normally I go with the BMW M4, but this time we've gone the Atenza or the Atenza, whatever it's called. I can't exactly remember the name of it, but we've gone this car for today's track, for this guide at the Nurburgring GP. This car, I think it's a four-wheel drive car, and it suits it somehow. I don't fully understand why it's faster here, because it's not as fast at other tracks, but at this track it's definitely quite competitive. It's probably got something to do with the traction out of some of the slow corners where you can really get on the power, and it's got a lot of grip, so you can really obviously get on that power really early, but it does suffer a little bit of understeer, so you do need to be a little bit careful in building that understeer up and try and avoid getting that understeer. So you do really need to try and get the angles right into the corners and try and really chuck it into some of these corners and try and kick the rear out as much as possible and swing it into the corners. It really does help the momentum of the car and stop the understeer a bit. For this track guide I've done something a little bit different. I'm going to try and do on most of the videos from now on, try and help out pad players a little bit more, because I tend to find that most people on the pad will be playing from the chase cam. I'm not saying everyone does, but a lot of people tend to do. So in the top right hand corner while I'm doing these guides, and obviously when I play the video at full speed, I've got a chase camera view for everyone to watch now as well, so you can see the brake lights coming on, where we're braking exactly, and you can really see a bit more of an idea on the brake distances for people that are using that view. Anyway guys, I'll let you watch the lap at full speed and then we'll go through a proper track guide for yourselves. I'll be back very soon. Okay, so as you can see there, the lap was okay. The last sector was a little bit weak, but we'll show you why when we get through to the track, guys. So, obviously starting the lap, you want to get a nice clean exit from that last corner. Use all the second gear and work your way through the gears into your first braking zone, where we're going to slow it down as we approach the first braking zone. We're going to slow it down around the 150, I think it is, there. We're going to slow it down there, and we're going to brake just in between them. You see there, just in between the two markers, down into second gear, and then trail brake, and then slowly release that brake pedal as you get to the curb. It's important to do that so you can get the turning angle into the corner so you don't run too far wide there. Then on the power really early, and then swing it into this corner. We actually swung it in a little bit too early. I wanted to come a little bit wider there to stop the car running so wide on this corner, and that loses us a bit of time doing that, you see. So I mean, you do get away with it on this track because of the track limits. And then down into second gear, and then you want to take your car over a lot of the curb on this left hand side. If you look on that top corner, you can see we're just about in the track limits, taking a lot of the, and this corner, really swing into this curb and get all the track limits used on that right hand side for that curb, and then use a little bit of the tarmac on the left hand side as we accelerate into the next braking zone, where we're going to look out for where the track splits off into the sprint version there, braking just short of that there on the right hand side, down into third gear, and then keep to the left hand side and really swing the car over now to the left hand side so you can chuck it into the right hand side in second gear. We didn't get the perfect angle of swinging it in, you can get that a little bit better, but we did it okay enough to get on the power reasonably early and work our way into the next tight hairpin up ahead. So going into the next tight hairpin, you're going to see now we're going to brake just as we see the tarmac on the left. You're going to see it appear now there, just there as we see that tarmac, just past that, just a few feet past that, down into second gear, and try and keep the car really tight to this inside apex. That's where the grip is, that's where you can put the power down really early, especially in this car. You can really get on the power on nice and early. You can see in the mirror on our in-car dash how far ahead of the Ghost we are already. This is why I was saying about the last sector. Going through this really fast corner now, do not lift through these corners, use some of the curb on the left hand side and the right hand side to limit the angle of steering that you're putting into the car, and you can see how far ahead from the Ghost we are now. Down into fourth gear just before we hit that 100 marker, down into third, and then get the car over the green part of Astro on the left hand side to use all the width of the track. Then on the power really early and get the car over to that left hand side so you can swing it back into this right hand side. We got on the power really well there and actually did this corner quite well. You can see we actually ran a little bit wide, but we got away with it. We didn't lose too much speed, and you can see on the in-car dash there, we're actually about 2-3 tenths up on the 2 minutes 2.615, sorry, 2 minutes 2.615, but we braked a little bit late for this corner, you can see there, and we compromised how much speed we could take into this corner. You're going to see the Ghost build up on us now, but we did it okay-ish, but you look how much time the Ghost catched up on us there. We could have took that corner quite a bit better. We're pretty much level with the Ghost now. Then going into the last corner, you're going to look for the little tarmac, the tyre mark on that curb on the left hand side, and try and turn in on that with this car. It really enables you to get on the power really early in second gear and power out of the corner. We did that a little bit better than the Ghost and actually gained a bit back on it, so we were heading for a much better lap. You can see we go over the line on a 2 minutes 2.548, but there was a lot more potential in that. We should have really hit a 2 minutes 2.3, maybe 2, which would have put us second on the leaderboard, but this time was good enough for third in Europe on the daily race, so I was reasonably happy with that, and hopefully next time we can try and squeeze closer to that 2 minutes 1. It is possible, but I'd have to get the lap pretty much perfect, I think, to get into the 2 minutes 1. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed the new thing I've done with the extra camera angle for the track guide. Hopefully it can help you actually see where I'm hitting the brake markers a little bit easier, especially for people on the pad that play that chase camera. It should help them with lines as well, because you can really see the where I'm using all the track width and getting the tyres out to the far parts of the track as much as possible and swinging the car in. Anyway guys, we're going to be back again hopefully very soon with another video on this track, with my first ever drive in the Porsche 919 Hybrid GR1 car. I was really happy with that car. Great fun car to drive. I drove another GR1 car, wasn't that impressed with it, but the 919 is so much better to drive, and I really enjoyed driving it. And we've got a track guide at this track coming up that put us in the top 10 stars as well, so make sure you look out for that video very soon. Thanks again for watching everyone. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more GT Sport videos, Assetto Corsa videos and Project Cars 2 videos, and we're going to hopefully be throwing in a 4th game eventually soon, probably iRacing, that we're going to try and get at least one race every week done. I'm trying to get a lot of content into the channel at the moment. It's just going to be a case of getting as much as I can and without actually sacrificing the content in terms of quality. Anyway guys, hope you enjoy the videos. Make sure you sub the channel. I'll be back very soon.